Well, as a Singaporean taxi driver once said, we're all human.
We're all human. Here, here.
What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. So it is Monday, back on the grind. If we have a look, we see Bitcoin is holding steady. Ethereum is still taking a hit. It cannot hold above that $300 level, even if we switch it to the Bitcoin comparative. We have Ether at 0.04 BTC. We had seen it at an all-time high of 0.1. That's really where we've been trying to get back to, but we just can't seem to get back to it yet. If we give the markets a quick refresh on this page, you'll see, okay, we're down 1 billion, Bitcoin dominance slipping a little bit from the high that we had initially. So we are seeing a decent amount of red currently, but it's not too bad considering the run up that we had. Still kind of hanging around this region. As long as we stay above 200 billion, I'm happy. I'm not worried. That makes me happy. If we go below 200, well, then maybe we'll talk about it. But moving on, I wanted to talk about this article that I pulled up. Now, this is from July 24th. So this is not a new article, and I'm not going to go into it because of that. But they do talk about the trade war will launch Bitcoin as the new gold. And it kind of goes to discuss that, you know, gold is over with, Bitcoin will be the new crypto, et cetera, et cetera. I'll drop that below. But what I kind of wanted to segue into was how you have crypto skeptic Paul Krugman saying Bitcoin has more utility than gold. Now, this dude came out, totally bashed Bitcoin, you know, he was all against it, everything else. And now at the Chain Exchange, a recent blockchain conference in Las Vegas, he joined Fundstrat co-founder Tom Lee, you know, the guy that's always on CNBC, Ripple's chief marketing strategist Corey Johnson, and they were all on a panel that was talking about money. So basically from the start, Krugman admitted he doesn't look at the entire cryptocurrency industry at large and has instead focused on trying to learn how Bitcoin works. Bitcoin is the only one I halfway understand, he says. He then admitted that despite his concern that Bitcoin mining uses a lot of energy, the leading cryptocurrency already has more utility than gold. He said gold is dead. Bitcoin has more utility than gold. There is a chance for Bitcoin to be valuable in the future. So look at that. Look at how those opinions are just completely turning around the other way, you know? The other thing I wanted to point out too is that it says speed is critical for crypto payments to succeed. So in this recent article, I found this interesting. It says, according to Google, 53% of visitors leave pages that take more than 3 seconds to load. This level of impatience applies to audiences across industries. So in the case of e-commerce, speed and performance translates to revenue potential. Ensuring quick page load times can increase sales. Slow loading times can cost online retailers up to $2.7 billion annually. So the thing that I wanted to point out was this is an issue with crypto, right? Why don't these guys want to allow crypto payments on websites, right? The thing is, it's about speed. It's about quickness, right? You got to get them the deal, make it really quick. You know, look at Amazon. They do the one-click buy now. All you got to do is click the button and it automatically purchases it. You don't even have to go to the checkout, right? So they say that these speeds show that these more recent crypto payment projects can compete with other digital payment solutions. So up here, they're actually talking about a few different solutions that they have. They have TOSC. So then they talk about PayPal, says that they reportedly handle only 200 transactions per second. Visa around 24,000, but it only processes a fraction in reality. Ripple even claims that it can exceed Visa's figure since it can scale up to 50,000 TPS for off-ledger transactions. We've also seen a lot of other projects increasing as well. We've seen Ontology do 50,000 on their testnet. We've seen Matrix AI do 50,000. Now, they're not even on their testnet yet, but they're saying that they're able to do that in controlled environments. You have high-performance blockchain potentially able to do millions with their hardware. So hopefully with all of these newer advancements in increased TPS, that crypto will be able to become more mainstream, and then you'll see a lot more retailers being more willing to actually utilize this as their payment system, you know, accepting cryptos. So I thought we were done talking about this, guys. I thought we just put the last nail in the coffin. Bitconnect got delisted, but they finally arrested the head of Bitconnect. So this is the alleged mastermind behind everything over in India. So Divyesh Darji is his name. I probably mispronounced that. But anyway, so yeah, he's officially been arrested and he's in court. So I'm not going to go into this too much because I'm tired of talking about Bitconnect, honestly. But they finally got the guy. So yeah, there you go. That Ponzi scam can officially be set to rest. And what I actually think is funny is over in Z24 Hours news channel from India, they wrote breaking news. Bitcoin founder Satoshi Nakamoto is in police custody. So obviously there's still a disconnect. People in India are reporting this guy being Satoshi Nakamoto and they don't know the difference between Bitconnect and Bitcoin. That's a problem, guys. So, having that issue of not being able to know actually which is which. Also, let's talk about this new crypto channel that just got started up called Roadblock. So why am I talking about this? Well, this is the Pink Ranger. So no, guys, not this Pink Ranger. That's the Pink Ranger that I grew up with. Always have a place in my heart. Amy Jo Johnson, the original Pink Ranger. My youth. Anyway, but it's this Pink Ranger. So we have Rose Ortiz as the character, and it's played by Rhoda Montemayor. So it's this person right here. Apparently this is Power Rangers Operation Overdrive, which is what, like series 25 at this point. But anyway, getting back to the point. So she has her own crypto channel, and of course she's talking about non-fungible tokens, and to nobody's surprise, she uses a Power Ranger example where she compares this to one that's autographed versus one that's not autographed, talking about non-fungible assets. So I don't know, this is interesting. I might have to check out this channel, see what it's all about. We got the Pink Ranger now talking about crypto. So moving on, before we get going, you guys want to play a game of Crypto Coinopoly? No? Okay. We'll go on. Move on. We'll go to the news. So TenX has revealed their final design of its debit card to spend your crypto anywhere. I feel like this has been forever. It's been a long journey. I used to hold TenX back in the day. I was very, very disappointed, but then there was all these different issues that came out with the card issuers, and was it Wavecrest back in the day? I don't even remember anymore. So long story short, here's the cards. You could see them. This is what they're going to look like. But then they also tweeted and said that they can't give you time frames, but please stay tuned for the update. So we still don't know when these are actually going to be available to the public, but there they are. They have them. So there's the product. All right. So we also have Open Singularity Skynet project, a network of intelligent machine using blockchain, IoT, and AI, is making a core chip based on RISC-V. So the thing to note about this is that it claims to be the world's first blockchain chip and a network of hyper-scalable blockchain IoT networks to create an intelligent machine economy. Oh no, guys, it's Skynet. It's Skynet. So real quick, we have a preview of the upcoming ETHScanr app from DENT. I'll drop this in the description below. Very short. You can see right here. Typical app. Kind of just looks like everything that we're used to, right? So I'll drop that if you guys are interested. We also have unetwork Testnet officially released. Now, this gets me excited because I feel like I got on board a little bit late when it came to Steemit. I felt like by the time I really joined crypto, I don't even have a Steemit account, honestly. And it's not because like I don't believe in decentralization. It's just that at this point, the guys that got in early, all these whales that upvote, that have all the power, I just kind of feel like I really don't stand to gain much from it. And honestly, I like network structure better. I like how you actually invest in the content, and then if that content does well, then you and the content creator get rewarded. So I'm definitely excited to hop on this network. I will most certainly be joining network as soon as I can. So I just wanted to say that's really awesome as well. Really quick update from City of Zion. We do have a new Neon version 0.2.7 Neon wallet. It does have some updated bug fixes, including token hashes now pulled directly from the City of Zion NEP5 token list. Yeah, so definitely always update your wallets. That's just something that I try to stay up on, just to try to update your wallets as frequently as you can. Also, guys, this is huge freaking news. OWallet version 0.8.3/0.8.4 update. I just updated the wallet, guys. I put in my private key from my Neon wallet where I was holding my Neo, and I got the other half of my Ontology dropped to me. So I now have the other half of my Ontology, guys. So hopefully if you were holding it in your ledger, or if you were holding it in a Neon wallet, you're going to need your private key for the Neon wallet, or you're going to need your ledger to use this. But either way, you can connect it, follow the instructions, and you'll be rewarded with your other Ontology. So how cool is that, guys? Finally, we got it. So that's really great news. Also wanted to talk about Elastos. They're saying they're pleased to announce their first Elastos ecosystem collaboration project airdrop with BIt.game. Just to let everyone out there know, if you want to get the airdrop, I think time is ticking. It's very, very, very close. I think we only have it could be a few hours left at this point. So go to the wallet, make sure that you update your ERC20 field so that you'll receive your airdrop, okay? If you don't know what I'm talking about, then it probably doesn't apply to you. But if you do have an Elastos wallet, then you'll know what I'm talking about. So make sure you update that. Also, shout out to Apex, because we had that super long interview. I told you guys it was so long. It was like an hour long. I was hesitant about putting it out, but I didn't want to edit it because I like the content and I didn't want to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like if I edited it, then that would take away from what Jimmy said. So long story short, they were kind enough to put everything in a transcript. So if you guys don't want to watch an hour-long video, they've actually compiled, look, they have all my questions up here, which is so cool. I don't know who took the time to do this. And yeah, they have all the questions and all the answers from me. I mean, even you could see how much, look how much this is just scrolling through it. So you could see how long of an interview this was. But definitely check that out. Read it if you guys don't have a chance to listen to it. It's a lot probably quicker to just read it. Also, let's talk about Ethereum. So Vitalik has put forth a suggestion to change the current highest fee auction model for transactions included to a fixed fee model. The idea is to replace the current volatile fee calculations with a protocol rule that sets the fee at a certain level, combined with a formula that allows that to change depending on capacity. So he says if the last block was 50% full, leave the fee unchanged. If the last block was 10% full, drop it by 10%. If the last block was 90% full, increase it by 10%. In other words, maximizing, the blocks, essentially. So then he says, yet how this fee price would be fixed exactly is unclear. The conclusion, however, is interesting because Buterin has previously suggested a cap in Ethereum's supply. In effect, thus, the fees become a fixed block reward of sorts in theory. Achieving that in practice, even conceptually, is a different matter because someone has to fix that fee and someone has to adapt that fee to changing circumstances, and that would give that someone considerable sway. So it is a good idea. It's a good possible solution, but we will have some tweaks. And like he said, who is going to be the person to do this? And if they do this, doesn't that kind of put the ball in their court a little bit, right? So that's something to look at. But the one thing I wanted to talk about was, even though we are seeing this decrease in Ethereum lately, I mean, look, it's always in the red. Every time I go here, look, always, it's like one of the worst down. Well, that and Dash and Neo. But if you look at Google Trends, and I know people are like, who cares about Google Trends? Well, I'm just looking at it, it's actually gone up. I mean, if you look at it, we're sitting at a 57, which is more than half the percentage. I don't know if you guys can see this. Is my head in the way? Yeah. I mean, look, we've gone up. Down here, yeah, this is only the beginning of August, we're sitting at 31, now we're up at 57. By the way, that's like percentage based on the all-time, obviously the high being on August 14th. So just kind of wanted to throw that out there as well. Now, we were talking earlier in the episode about people being confused, people not understanding things with the whole Bitconnect thing. Well, here we go again. People still don't know the difference between Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin. Not getting into this argument right now, but it's Roger Ver. He puts out, those who buy BTC while thinking that it is Bitcoin are making a mistake. The real Bitcoin is BCH, Bitcoin Cash. But what's interesting is you have Josiah Spackman from DigiByte saying, interesting metrics. I would agree that there are other blockchains that are more Bitcoin than even that of Bitcoin Cash. Take DigiByte, for example. 15-second blocks means we're over 7.1 million blocks right now.
It's not just fake Bitcoin. We'll scam real people with real lives.
So then he went on to post a tweet that he said, I've added DGB using Roger Ver metrics. Now you can see DigiByte is Bitcoin. We proudly enabled SegWit long before BTC, LTC, etc. You can even call us DG Bash if you want, because it's the superior tech that matters, not the nickname. Sunglasses. Yeah. So you can kind of see down here using their metrics. I know, let me try to get out of the way of this. So if you look at it right here, you can see they have the weight, they have 5 for peer-to-peer electronic cash system, and then they have longest chain 5 as well. But, given the fact that the only thing that DigiByte has against it is non-reversible payment SegWit disabled, you could see that according to those metrics, you actually have a 94% score for DigiByte versus the 72 of Bitcoin Cash. So that's just something kind of to note. I mean, obviously there's different opinions on that as well, but I know they definitely have a strong community. Also, guys, I love this. So look at this ad that came out for DigiByte, for the Edge wallet. DigiByte, DigiByte, DigiByte. Gotta love the Beetlejuice reference. So long story short, Edge Wallet is basically saying that they welcome Tether, DigiByte, Vertcoin, and Bitcoin Gold to version 1.3.0, and you can find it on Android. Yeah, looks like it's not available for Apple, but yeah, anyway, that's still good news, I guess, for Android users. Always Android users. I always gotta wait 2 weeks to a month after freaking everything being an Apple user. But anyway, so this guy posted this thing. He wanted to talk a little bit about what manipulation looks like. So he says some whale on Bitfinex just tried to break the price lower with a big margin short and failed. He says this is probably the most clear example of what manipulation looks like on BTC as the price got near the trend line support that had been pulling back. So you can see right here, about 2,000 BTC in shorts were opened in about 10 minutes, obviously. So this is it. 2K plus margin short open. That position is now underwater. So as you can see, that totally did not work. And this guy says there's someone out there with a very large short position that is down a lot of money since price bottomed out last week. Is the market primed for another short squeeze? I don't know, guys. I don't know. So moving on to some quick crypto news, we have 21-year-old Jacob Campos in California being prosecuted for allegedly committing numerous counts of illegal money transmission and money laundering. So basically, between January 2015 and April 2016, he sold about $750,000 worth of Bitcoin to 900 individuals in the United States. He committed a total of 28 counts of international money laundering from February 2015 to 2016. He also allegedly wired $900,000 in 30 transactions from his bank account in the U.S. to Hong Kong-based crypto exchange Bitfinex to buy Bitcoin. So, for everyone out there, I think at this point it's safe to say that Bitcoin is not anonymous. You guys know that, right? Like, it's traceable. So you're going to get caught. So if you're trying to do something illegal, don't do it with Bitcoin. You shouldn't do illegal things anyway, but you definitely shouldn't do them with Bitcoin. Okay, one other thing I wanted to talk about before we go is you have Hawaii in crypto. So you have U.S. Representative Tulsi Gabbard, who has been serving Hawaii's 2nd Congressional District since 2013, released her latest financial disclosure, for which was filed on Tuesday, and it shows that in December 2017, she made 2 cryptocurrency investments, both under $15,000 in Ethereum and Litecoin. So you can see right here, she purchased the Ethereum and Litecoin. Only downside is she purchased in December. Isn't that the story? Isn't that the story? But, hey, on the bright side, look, this article points out why September could be a really critical month for the crypto industry, so it might go one way, it may go the other way. So you have 32 crypto-related companies, including Ripple, Kraken, the CME Group, Coin Center, ICE, and Circle, that received the invitation from U.S. Congressman Warren Davidson. I spoke about this yesterday. He's known for having a keen interest in the crypto space, with many positive comments relating to ICOs and virtual currencies, which usually it's the other way around. Usually people are very negative about ICOs and crypto. So the meeting, which is scheduled for September 25th, will cover different crypto-related issues, including how to protect investors, the responsibilities of regulators, and how to provide a friendly ecosystem for startups to raise capital. We obviously also have the SEC's final decision for the CBOE Bitcoin ETF application, and we also have ICE, hopefully, unveiling their big master plan, right? So September, I think, is going to end up being the biggest month. We originally thought it was going to be consensus. Boy, were we wrong about that. I'm pretty sure that September is going to be the big month, but who knows? You know, if we get any more of this negative news coming out, but you know, it doesn't even really sway the markets anymore. Like, not the way that it used to, but I think that it's going to be a good month. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And, you know, guys, don't forget, like Phil Nunn says, Amazon at its peak took 9 years to recover from peak to trough back to peak. Intel took 15 years. Microsoft took 17 years. Apple nearly went bankrupt in 1997. So he says, crypto, change your outlook. Bravery will return massive amounts. That's why I stay here. I hodl. I understand that tech does not move as fast as crypto, or as fast as your ability to check your blockfolio, right? I mean, technology, adoption, these things take time. And that being said, you don't want to be like Greg Schoen, who says, I wish I'd kept my 1,700 Bitcoin at 6 cents instead of selling them at 30 cents. Now they're worth $8. Oh no! That being said, guys, also tonight we have the next episode of Token Tank. We have Mance Harmon, the CEO of Hedera Hashgraph. Thank you for all the questions that you guys put out on the Twitter account. I really appreciate that. I hope you guys enjoy it. That should be dropping sometime between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Not 100% sure. If you guys want to definitely be updated, make sure to hit the bell notification. Or if you don't feel like doing that, you can just head on over to my Twitter. It's at the Crypto Zombie. I'll definitely tweet it when it's available for you guys. That being said, I want to say thank you so much for coming back to my channel. It's Monday, finally a beautiful day in New York. It's been raining for like 2 weeks straight, very depressing. So I feel like this is kind of inspiring me to, get back into the swing of things, get back into the grind. So I hope you guys have a great start to your week. Hope you had a great weekend as well. That being said, thanks to everyone that's been liking, subscribing, and commenting. My name is K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto and peace out.